day, Bandungan was filled with excitement. The sounds of trumpets, drums, and the boisterous laughter of children echoed from early morning. The Bandungan Flower Festival was underway, and the main street was packed with people from the surrounding villages. The cool mountain air added to the pleasant atmosphere, while the overcast sky made the sunlight appear soft and welcoming. Amidst the hustle and bustle stood a small corner that was no less bustling, angkringan Mas Jendol. This angkringan wasn't just any eatery. It was strategically located right on the bend in the main road that served as a carnival route. With a backdrop of an open field and rows of flower-adorned shops, angkringan Mas Jendol offered the perfect setting for enjoying the event. Wooden benches were filled with visitors relaxing, sipping hot tea or black coffee, while the aroma of intestine, satay and braised tempeh wafted from a small brazier. I arrived around noon, just as the carnival procession was beginning its journey from the Bandungan market field toward the tourism park. The food stall seats were almost full, but fortunately, Mas Jendol, the owner with his thin mustache and easy smile, had spared a long bench at the west end, facing the street. That's where I sat, with a plate of nasi cooking rice with a cat and a glass of ginger tea. From that seat, I could clearly see everything happening on the street. Contingents from various villages began passing by one. A group of kindergarten children dressed in sunflower costumes danced a simple, playful dance. Residents watching on the side of the road clapped, cheered, and quite a few laughed with amusement. Mas Jendol came over with fresh charcoal to heat up the satays on the brazier. "Are you watching, Mas?" he asked me. "Yes, Mas. While you eat." "It's nice watching from here," I replied, sipping my tea. Mas Jendol chuckled. "It's always been like that. During carnivals, this stall is the most popular. You can eat, watch, and sit and relax. Rather than standing around exhausted, it's better here." And indeed, it was true. Not long afterward, a group of young people from Pandansari village arrived, dressed in Javanese warrior dance costumes, complete with masks and toy karis, traditional Javanese karis. Their movements were dashing and energetic, and the rhythmic sound of gamelan music from their portable speakers blared from their speakers. All eyes were on the group, including the visitors to the angkringan traditional food stall, who had momentarily forgotten the satay skewers in their hands. An elderly man beside me, a regular angkringan visitor known as Pak Karyo, commented, "Hey, this is a Pandansari warrior group. They've always been dedicated. They even practice a week before performing. The kids are so diligent." I simply nodded with a smile. At this angkringan, it wasn't just warm food, but also conversation. Everyone was friendly, whether they knew each other or not. They shared stories about carnival participants, past memories, and who had participated in the carnival as youngsters. Across the street, a young girl stood with her friends. Her long hair was flowing, and she wore a light brown blouse and a long skirt. Her face was serene, her smile faint, and she occasionally took photos with her phone. Several men at the food stall glanced furtively, including Mas Jendol. "Wow, these aren't carnival participants, but spectators who make the carnival even more beautiful," he joked, drawing laughter. Meanwhile, the aroma of fried bakwan meatballs began to waft over. Near the food stall, a woman who usually sold fried food joined in. "It's okay, sir. Can I put my basket here?" she said to Mas Jendol. "Go ahead, ma'am. It's just getting busier." On my phone screen, I recorded those moments. Children dancing, mothers cheering, teenagers taking photos, and the aroma of fried food mingling with a light mist. It all combined into an experience that couldn't be bought. Shortly afterward, the Pasican contingent from Ambarawa passed by. They carried a giant bear ogo ogo, with a wreath of purple and white flowers surrounding it. The children screamed with delight. Some looked scared, but still, all eyes were on the ogo ogo, including those of the angkringan guests. Mas Jendol patted me on the shoulder. "Every year they bring ogo ogo. Last year it was a white tiger. Now it's a bear. They're always creative." The food stall transformed into a small food stall. Some exhausted carnival participants stopped by. They sat down, asked for water, or just sat for a while. "Sir, can I take a break?" asked a dancer whose makeup was starting to fade. "Yes, ma'am. Please come, but be careful. You'll get charcoal on your clothes," Mas Jendol replied with a giggle. On the table, a plate of braised tofu, skewers of mussel satay, and fried bananas were almost finished. But the carnival wasn't over yet. From a distance, the marching band from Bandungan High School could be seen entering the main route. The music was playing loudly, enlivening the chilly afternoon. The tent lights were lit, including the small lanterns on the food stalls. As I ate the last of the stuffed tofu, I felt how this day had been one of the simplest yet most meaningful moments. Sitting at the food stall, I watched the cultural parade, listened to the locals' conversations, and smelled the wood burning from the ever-burning brazier. As night fell and the carnival began to end, one by one the angkringan patrons left. But quite a few lingered, enjoying the evening, chatting casually. Mas Jendol remained busy, serving coffee orders, greeting customers, and occasionally sharing stories about previous year's carnival participants. There's more tomorrow.